Okay, I got off the phone with Ray Comfort yesterday. That's Ray Comfort from Where the Master. And he expressed his intent that he's up for it, so it's on. Now, we're not quite sure when this is going to happen. It's going to be in about a month's time, and the reason for that is simple. And you focus on that. There we go. The reason for that is I'm over here on the east side, Ray's over here on the west side, so I've got some miles to cover. That's going to take me a little while to do. That's assuming I get there at all. In that the last 3 times I've tried this, I've looked in the face of death. The first time I got marooned, stuck in a tent in a thunderstorm above the tree line, and I sat in the tent as the thunderstorm roared overhead, trying to maximise my contact between myself and the ground, waiting to see if I was going to live or die. The next time I lay on the operating theatre with a gangrenous appendix, waiting to see if I was going to live or die. And last year, this was on the Beauty in the Universe channel, I was driving along in the dark. Pushing on in the dark is something I'm always reluctant to do. And what happens to this giant, it looked like a truck wheel, big ass truck wheel, right in the middle of the road, zero chance of avoiding it. And if you like, the brain had almost instantly switched off, as in, I'm fucked. The best that I can do here is accept that this is going to sting and hope that someone manages to cut my body out of the crumpled metal. And then there's this loud bang and an almighty thump, and I'm in control of the car. Now I managed to limp the car to the side of the road, and it turned out there's relatively minor damage to the car, hole in the bent metal and all that sort of thing, but the car was still drivable. And I met some other guy there who described a truck tyre, not a truck wheel. And if there's the big metal thing in the middle, then you've got a problem. Wheels are the tyres are fairly deformable. So those are the last 3 times that I've gone over. I've had things that make you appreciate the value of life. Now, last time I went, I took one of these guys for doing some time lapse, and I wore out 2 shutters on the cameras doing that, so we're not doing that this time. This time we're going a little more high tech. We're taking a webcam, so this is going to be mounted on the front of the car somewhere, probably on the dashboard, and that's going to do the time lapse. So yeah, you get moderately high resolution out of a webcam these days. So what I'm going to do is, on one side I'm going to have the GPS, boom. On the other side I'm going to have the time lapse. So you import this it's apparently not too difficult to get this into Google Earth. So on one side you'll have me driving around America, as seen from Google Earth, and on the other side you'll have the time lapse from the webcam. So that should be moderately interesting. The other things I have planned is, obviously with the telescope, at the moment it's good viewing for Jupiter, so you get Jupiter for almost the entire night, which is several hours. So Jupiter rotates once about every 8 hours, so hopefully I'll also be able to get a time lapse of an entire rotation of Jupiter as it goes across the sky. And of course I'll be taking the planes with me. I mostly worked out the technology for getting these things to flat altitude over the last couple of years. I've since done a lot of jiggery-pokery and sorted out some of the video kit, but anyway, so I'll be taking obviously he needs some wings to make him a little more aerodynamic, but whatever. So I'll be taking the planes with me, the telescope, and some other stuff, stopping off at geological places of interest. Most of that will go up on the Beauty in the Universe channel. And by the way, to our creationist friend who actually vote-botted Beauty in the Universe, there is nothing that says quality of character quite as much as vote-botting essentially what is someone's holiday videos and videos of, say, my brother showing me his pet snakes. I mean, that really does show caliber, form, if you like.
Ah, that's the camera you're on, you dumb little snake. Good God, it's got some weight to it, doesn't it? Oh, it's the camera too. Ain't you? Oh, that's beautiful. Yeah, it's loosened off on the arm now. It's obviously not feeling anywhere near as...
Well, it will tighten up obviously when it's trying to reach and things. When
Yeah,
it's trying to get
yeah.
places, you know, because it's all muscle, so it will
What's she
tighten
doing
up.
up there at the moment? Just
Sniffing the light. Wee bitty.
It's got iridescent skin, doesn't it?
Eh?
It's got sort of iridescent skin.
It becomes, when she's just shed, it becomes it's kind of lovely.